Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today, well, we're here with something new. We're here with the channel EWU Bodycam, which I'm pretty sure means explore with us since it's in the logo. Anyway, so yeah, they basically do police body cams that can either go crazy, messed up, or somewhere in between. Be surprised. Anyway, first up, 11-year-old's prank ends in a felony charge. Ugly. What the heck did she call about? So yeah, just heads up, we got police body cams, so like to for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's check out those. Check it out.
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
Because you did something stupid.
I figured that too. Do that. Nope. Hey, don't fight. Don't fight.
On July 26, 2023, dispatchers in Volusia County receive urgent 911 texts from a driver who claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate. When they trace the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help into an unexpected lesson in consequences.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
Better hope so.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now. It's just after 9:45 a.m. when 911 begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs. She claims to be following a kidnapper's van on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter join the urgent search. When they fail to locate the van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Hello? Hello?
Nothing?
Hello?
Hi.
What's the name?
Is this what's your name? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello?
she hung
I'm
up.
trying to reach the person that called 911.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, she hung up on me.
Oh, wow.
Please leave your message for 3.
Oh, it's going to voicemail. It says, RP
Okay, you know that someone's doing something shady when the police call back. You're like, oops. And just leave them on a voicemail. Like, seriously. Do not think, like, okay, that's enough. Like, seriously? Oh, boy. Not good. Not good. Anyway.
confirming they are in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they are being restrained through the windows. At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect, who's described as having brown hair and blue eyes.
How is she behind him? She's seeing this happen and she knows what color eyes he has. That's weird.
Yeah, what?
Brown
Blue eyes.
brown hair and blue eyes, but she's behind him. Like,
If she was saw the incident or saw witnessed the kidnapping, or
Yeah, that's a
how would
little
you
odd.
even be following them and know any of this?
yeah,
at
RP
that point,
confirming
you're
they're
like,
in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course, it's a white van. Like, it just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not saying this by any means, but it's just,
It
Yeah.
sounds like
I've had
bullshit, yeah.
calls like this before.
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange,
Ooh.
indicating the texter is not
He's even on the
traveling on the
highway.
highway as they claimed. Deputies
Wow.
quickly head to the
that's
residence
enough
to
of that.
investigate.
Hello.
Hi there, how you doing? Is this your residence, sir?
This is.
Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No?
Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava, Mikey.
Ava and Mikey.
Yep.
One Delta 5.
Would you like to see them?
The deputies follow him to his house, where he informs his wife what's going on.
There was a 911 call?
Yeah.
So somebody called in, or well, they texted.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate, but then when they went and did like a location on the phone, the address was showing up here.
As their daughter Ava steps into
there
the
it is. Hi,
garage,
Ava.
her phone rings. The deputy answers it, leading to a shocking conclusion.
Hello?
Hello.
Hold on. Who's this?
Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Alright, cool.
Oh.
This is Deputy Ashby, the Sheriff's Office.
Oh, good. You
Yep. All right.
Ava confirmed.
Okay, is her dad home?
Yep, I got both her parents here.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so.
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these other numbers, so there's a phone call out to 911.
There's a phone call out to
Yeah.
911? What time?
That's her
There's one
call.
right
That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right
Or
there.
This phone was called.
These numbers calling back in are no caller ID.
You did.
Well, there's 3 different times
Maybe.
that
Really?
911 was called out from this phone.
9:30 a.m.
Yep.
That was the initial call.
Twice.
Nice.
But I didn't mean to call that because I.
But you did.
Reports show that the number belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30. When asked where the emergency
Wait, she's 11. She was able to. What? Okay. Seriously? Oh, wait, there's something else here. Let's see. 1014, an update in the call. Same number called into it at 9:30. And that's where the emergency is. Sounded like a female. Juvenile. That sounds like Ava. Then I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number. Confirmed there was no emergency. Why the heck were you saying this? What? Okay. Really? Really? Hey, caramba. Okay, I've heard of dumb pranks, but calling 911, saying, hey, heads up, there might have been a kidnapping, under a false name, I don't know why. You think that was not going to go back to you when you're using your cell phone? Idiot. Like, seriously? And you think you could just call in and be like, hey, I'm sorry, it was a prank call. Gotcha! Really? You know they're not going to take... I'm just saying, you know that's not going to work out well for you. You know that? Like, like, you just got to think, like, how dumb do you have to be? Anyway.
is, a female identified as possibly a juvenile responded, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number. The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to report the kidnapping.
When did... I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. When did you got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Did I call this
Who was kidnapped. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
What time is this?
This is this is today. This
we
actively
got
going on
home
right
at
now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were on the interstate coming home from
everything's showing
Pennsylvania.
Right.
You called out.
We showed up here like 2:10, 2:15.
Okay.
And we went to bed.
But these 911 calls
were this morning. You were calling 911.
7 hours.
You were. Don't look surprised. You did.
Dude,
Did
you your phone right
Did
here.
they say anything to you?
Ava,
No one said anything to
what'd you do?
Did you say, Ava, you have to explain what happened here. Something's going on. What did you know? What do you know?
Mikey, go inside. Ava, get your shoes on. Come out here.
It might get your excuse.
I didn't hit anything. Want me to close the door?
Go ahead.
You're not in trouble. I just need to know what happened. I need
she
to
might
know and
be.
understand because this is like weird.
Because we got to make sure
Yeah,
that there's
you
not
think?
somebody that's being kidnapped on the interstate and we're trying to find
Okay.
them. And all
Open
of a
your
sudden-
mouth if you said something on the phone.
I didn't say anything,
Everything on your phone
Phone
is
is
telling
telling
me
me
that
otherwise.
you made a phone call 911.
but I didn't talk.
While one
Can we
deputy
check,
heads to
like,
her
a call-out
cruiser,
or
she
something?
greets officers from the Port Orange Police Department who have just arrived at the scene.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, I was just trying to make heads and tails of that damn call. There's
Where's-
so many notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with the parents and the daughter, and I guess the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
So the whole armed kidnapping thing and all that stuff is bogus, or?
Yeah, it's bogus.
There was no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it real quick or if it's like through an app. Yeah, it seems probably
for
just
ya.
a swatting thing. She's like 10 years old. So
Wow.
Yikes.
While Ava's parents
That is
demand
messed
an
up.
explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old, who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
You lied to the police and mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
You just lied to everybody.
You got 3 sheriffs here for stupidity.
Oof.
Tell
Man,
them
they were
that
really
you
laying
lied.
into her.
Open your mouth. I'm telling you, open your mouth.
Man,
He's going to read you something.
does she really think she's
Then
going
we're
to
gonna
stay
ask you
quiet?
some questions. What's your name? Ava.
Oh, now you want to
How
talk.
old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava.
11.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have the lawyer present during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights.
Oh, now you realize. Really?
Because you did something stupid.
Right.
Bring the cops. What do you think was going to happen?
Okay. You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony. Okay.
Good adults don't do
it's
that.
It's a felony crime. You probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to apprehend or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. You know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed on the way to responding to something that you did as a joke? So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well with the deputy.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing you're going to end up that's going to happen is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile facility.
Your call.
I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility of what can happen here today. Don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, my brother said something that I know just made me pop in the head, and then I ended up and doing all this.
Was he part of planning this with you?
No, he just said it, and then.
What did he say?
Really?
He said that what's 911?
This is your brother?
Yeah, he said it this way. You want to get him?
Well, we can. When we're done, will you go wait a minute?
Yeah.
So you're trying to blame this on your brother?
That sounds like it.
Was he with you when you made this call?
No.
Okay, was he with you when you made these texts? No. Okay, then you did this.
Yeah,
you were on your own for
not your brother.
And if your brother's 7 years old, you're not going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this.
Yikes. Like, okay, even I'm like, really? Blame your brother, who's 7, for dialing 911 on your time? Really? Ugh. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would be like, even if she was arrested, like, I'm pretty sure we just saw she will be, but yeah. After this, I'd be like, okay, no more phone for at least 10 years, okay? Just saying. 11-year-olds don't need to be doing this. Like, even with a phone, like, okay, no offense, but if I ever have a kid, not getting a phone until at least 15, you know? I mean, hey, that's how long I think I waited for my own phone. That or 16, I don't know. I'm just saying, don't need the internet, you can probably just use a computer, alright? I know old-fashioned, but come on, 11 years old with a phone? Like, I'm sure stuff like that's gonna cause, like, you know, prank calls. Like, seriously? Caramba. Like, I mean, again, what compelled her to do this? Like, I don't know if she was just bored and thought, hey, let's fuck around with the police. I don't think that ever come back to haunt me. I don't come off harsh, but come on. There's one group you don't prank call, that's the cops. Hey.
This was all your decision.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't blame you.
To call 911 to say what? What did he say to call 911?
Just call 911.
So can I ask?
What if he told you to go up on the roof and jump off the roof? Would you do that? So what's the difference?
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind Ava's fabricated story. For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to impact the situation.
So I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone kept ringing non-stop, ringing in to me. And I was picking it up and there was like people talking and like, I'm like, hello. And like nonstop, like I mean, every 4 seconds there was a phone coming in with random numbers, and I didn't know them. And I was saying block contact, block contact. Like as soon as we got that phone number,
Okay,
that has nothing. That has nothing to do with what went on today.
Questions about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
What were you planning on happening out of this?
What the heck? Not a funny joke, by the way.
What did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen? Well, did you have any thoughts about
how many people are going to get hurt?
How much of the law enforcement resources in this area you were going to take up by doing that? I probably never thought of that, right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping, that they could be involved in a traffic crash and be seriously injured or killed because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be?
I mean, not to mention, like, with the white van description she gave, like, okay, let's imagine, like, this. Like, before they figured out, oh, this was all a prank, one officer finds the white van that could match the description, they pull that van, draws the gun, gets them out, and the driver being like, what the hell is going on? Thinks, hey, what's happening? And, with the armed, like, detail too, any sudden movements could have that officer just going bang, 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 at the driver. Like, seriously. So that's going to be blood on her hands and the officer's hands when they realize they accidentally shot an innocent when they open that van, no one's in there. You see how this goes wrong? I'm just saying. There are just some things you never joke about, okay? And kidnapping to the police? Really? I mean, Sam Pepper did a kidnapping, right? And look what happened to him. Seriously, what was she thinking? Like,
funny if that happened.
Yeah, not funny.
That would be even more serious than what you're looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
You physically see your father walk up to sheriffs, military, everybody, thank you for your service. And then you do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera, reports state that Ava admitted to getting the idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge, and a deputy attempts to get more details.
Where was this video that you saw? Where was
it?
Got
a title?
On YouTube? Do you remember who the creator was or who the poster was? What it was about? What do you mean by all of this?
What? Even I don't understand the lingo here. What?
So it was a video
about that I See Wyatt thing?
Chick-fil-A. That's it. That's all the video was about?
Okay, this got to be that I See Wyatt video. I don't know.
Yep. So you saw a video that somebody made about how fun it would be to call 911 or text 911 and say somebody's got a gun, somebody's trying to get hurt. You thought it'd be fun to recreate that. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
Really?
Okay.
However, Ava is...
Yeah, honestly, this almost looks like the Wyatt... I See Wyatt situation. Remember? He was supposedly parked at a Chick-fil-A, Palm Coast, I think. He was supposedly attacked by 2 people. He rushes off, drives off, and tries to call 911, claiming to be the victim. Police come down, the people there tell the full story, and I see why he gets arrested. Like, I don't know if that's the one she was looking at, but she just watched that Palm Coast 911 call, and that was it. Like, seriously. What do you think was going to happen?
Is about to realize an apology won't be enough to escape the consequences.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival and got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
Really? 27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker over text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Ow.
Caught her up?
Like, got her caught up. Like, hey, you know what's up? The jig's up.
That's when she started deleting more text messages.
Probably.
Based on Ava's statements, deputies decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava and prepare to take the 11-year-old into custody.
Sorry. Violating? You lost that chance.
She can't sit in a dentist's office.
Yeah, well, too bad. Well, she's gone. Oh, can't.
Listen carefully.
Too late.
Don't make this.
No. Oh, that was good. She'll be out there. Just to keep her company, but
She's not going to. Don't prevent her.
I'll help her.
So stop. Listen to me. What's your Ava?
Yeah, Ava. Yeah.
Stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt you. Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. Listen carefully what's going to happen here. No one's going to hurt you. You're going to sit in the car for now, okay? If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble.
It just can't happen.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car, where her father delivers a few hard truths.
I'm just warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid for your stupid. Your life just changed, kid. Over a phone call, your life just changed.
Minutes later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her parents.
This is the best punishment for her right now.
Still hurts.
I'm surprised that this is the best thing for her because she's bouncing in it.
It sucks for us. I work my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the she does.
According to a statement from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, an experience she is unlikely to forget.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, seriously, what the heck was that? Like, honestly, I'm glad I never went through that as a kid, because, yikes, I'm pretty sure most of us wouldn't. If you have, yikes, you've been through rough stuff. Just saying, like, this shouldn't be a thing, right? Like, well, hopefully Ava takes a lesson from this, but considering how she was acting, I feel like she's gonna be in for a rough life. You know? I'm just saying, with how she acted here, I wouldn't be surprised if she got worse. Anywho, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys... Should I do more body cams? Later.